Hey guys, morning. I'm outside of investor quarters, Relax Realty Group, property management, real estate, education, whatever you guys need. A lot of that happens right here in this building. I'm getting ready to head in because I got my partner Mark. We're gonna go over some rental properties of his that we're planning to throw on the market, both on the retail market on the MLS side and also on the off-market side on a website of ours. So we're gonna go over a bunch of his portfolio because I'm gonna be heading out of town in about a week, so I wanna make sure we got everything in order. So I'm about to head up into his office, see what kind of chaos we got lined up here, and maybe I'll show you guys some footage of inside of what's going on in the head of Mr. Mark. Been totally in focus right now. You know, what's focus is me, because that's what the attention should be on. If I want to focus on you, I can click on you, and now I'm somewhat out of focus. Really? But yeah, I mean.
The first thing anybody should do when they get involved in not only real estate, but really anything in their life that they really want to excel at and they're really serious about, would be to find somebody that is doing exactly what you want to do, and either hire them as a coach or mentor, offer them some services that you can provide for them so you can be close to them, or find a way to copy exactly what they did. Copying what somebody else did that's successful there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually kudos to them, but find somebody who can take you down the path that you want to go and get as close to them as possible and do it as often as possible. You know, we've all heard before that it's who you surround yourself makes a difference in your life. In the case of an opportunity, whether it's getting into shape physically, getting your financial in shape, spiritual growth, or anything, it's always can be exponentially growing if you find that one person who will take you by the hand and lead you down the road that they've been on before and eliminate some of the mistakes. And that's the tip of the day.
All right, so you guys just saw that. Mr. Pellets himself giving you guys a tip here on Memorial Day as we sit in the office here at Investor Quarters, Relax Realty Group. We're going over this board behind me. I can't show you guys that, that's why it's all blurred, but we're just going over a list of a lot of properties that we're about to be taking massive action on, getting these put out to the market, and we're just doing different things every single day because that's what it's like in the life of a real estate investor. And I'm gonna give you guys a link below just to Mark's website directly so you guys can check out what he's doing, but hopefully I can convince Mark that coming up here in the next weeks, months to come, you guys can actually start getting some awesome video footage showing what it is that Mark's doing, what I'm doing out on a daily basis in the market down here in Southwest Florida, and we're gonna bring you guys more of these videos. So I hope you guys look forward to that. And again, check those links below so you guys can get access to both of our sites and see what we're doing on a daily basis. We just left the office, just hopped in the car. You guys can see behind me here, it is raining out. So beautiful Memorial Day down here in Southwest Florida. I got my work cut out for me. I know I just introduced you guys to Mark up there. We have a list of I want to say about 30 properties that is going to be a mix of off-market and retail listings. Starting tomorrow, we're going to go get this 7-unit photographed, probably do a little bit of that Matterport, walk through virtual tour, because for income-producing properties, rentals, it is going to be one of the hardest properties for you to list, mainly because you're always having to coordinate with your tenants to get access to show to a potential buyer. And your potential buyers are gonna be other investors. So ideally, you wanna have everything set up easy, streamlined, so that you don't have to keep disturbing your tenants for looky-loos or buyers that might not really be that serious. So we're gonna put ourselves some virtual tours together, make this as clean and simple as can be for people to look at these, just to make our lives easier as well. Less showing requests, quicker sales. I got to get the ball rolling, enhance, and make everything better that I've already got, and get these properties to the market. So you guys have a great Memorial Day, and we will catch up later. Morning. So we are back here. We're up in Bradenton. We're at one of our most recent acquisitions. It's a property we did not do an assignment on. We completely took this one down ourselves, and we actually are going through the rehab. Just exactly a week ago, we just started getting the interior cleaned out, and I showed that to you guys on some other footage there. Our guys were actually doing some demo work that day when we came in. I'm gonna show you guys, no one's here right now. I just wanna do a quick little walkthrough of the yard, the inside, just show you what 1 week progress really can look like. I'm not sure if the guys were here every single day or not. Let's just do a quick walkthrough. Nice, bright, sunny Saturday morning out here in Bradenton. Usually what we have our crews do is maintain the yard at least until the property is completed. So what that means is they're in charge of just cutting the yard, at least keeping the grass in check so that we don't get code enforcement or anything like that, red flagging the property and just drawing extra attention to it. Although when they see that the property is actually having the yard cut and maybe it wasn't before, that could also be a red flag. So you just never know. But we do like our crews to keep the yard in check, at least until we get the property listed. And then once we get the property listed, we've got our landscaping people who will then maintain the property while we are listed on the retail end. But usually, unless the bid included doing actual yard cleanup, our guys are just keeping the grass cut and fresh, and that's about it. Another good reason for doing that, the more you cut the grass, the more it just gets better and better despite how bad it was. I mean, that means if you got debris in the yard, if it was just tall grass, the more you're cutting it, raking it, and just keeping it clean in the beginning, even after just a month, your yard's gonna look 10 times better. But anyways, let's get inside and show you guys where we're at. Here's our main living room. Although people love the open floor plans right now, I will say there's something to be said about having some slight barriers, especially in smaller places, just to distinguish and create rooms. So you have this hallway, so there is another connection to the living room, which is nice. So that's why I don't mind this wall too much. Over here on the left, we got our first bathroom, and you can see that everything's gutted, and they've actually on this one already put in a new tub. You can see the sticker on the tub, so I know it's brand new. We got our pretty generic tile here. I'm used to this stuff. I think it's only a $1.20 a square foot for that tile. Here is our water heater, which no idea if that's still good. It actually just looks kind of rusted. Looks like it could still be working. Here is our air handler, which we assumed was gonna be fixable or still working just based on how it looked. And when I came in, it was running, but I immediately turned it off because our guys do not have a filter in there and the AC is running at 75 degrees. I made sure I turned that off. And I'll actually probably put a message in, have my AC guy come at the very end of the project and get everything working. That was our second bedroom, and then you got yourself your little closet there, and you walk out and you got your living room. All right, so as you guys can see, it's just a little 2-1 house. This is a property that could probably rent for somewhere around $1,000, maybe even a little more, being that it's a single family house in this area. It is close to the Village of the Arts area in Bradenton. One thing we've experienced right now, even with the COVID-19 going on, rents are still being collected. For myself, I'm at 100% collection on a handful of properties, and my partner, who owns a couple hundred rentals, he is at about an 89% collection as of last month. That's where they were at. So each month it's something to look at, but we do know that rentals are still strong. People still need a place to live. The buying side is still very strong. Inventory is still low. Interest rates are great. That is something that people are really taking advantage of right now. So we're still seeing a lot of purchases. I still know people I know that are doing cash out refis and trying to take advantage of those really low rates. But anyways, this house is gonna be one that we end up throwing on the market. We'll be in this property for right around $86 to maybe $90,000. We picked it up for about $69. Obviously, we had our buying costs. Our rehab bid for this property was $17,000, and we know we'll probably have a couple thousand in little miscellaneous expenses. So I'll keep showing you guys this property, show you the updates, but 1 weekend we are completely cleaned out. We're ready to start getting the cosmetics going. You can see we got a bathroom that's already getting to that point where they can start grouting the tile, get a vanity toilet thrown in and that mirror, and be good to go. Something I'm learning as I do a little bit of this vlogging here, holding the camera this way with my arm extended with this awesome lens is exhausting. I got beads of sweat coming down right now from holding this camera, and the fact that I turned this air conditioner off on these guys. But till next time, I'm gonna get you guys some more updates on this property. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys get something out of it. Thank you.